Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I don't know why I feel like saying that. Today we're making Jamaican corn soup. It's one of my favorite soups to make. It's creamy, it's light, it's rich, and it's one of those soups that you can make on the weekend, but it's also made for a special occasion. It's a really special soup too because we are a soup family, and growing up we had a soup for everything. For this one, it was a weekend soup. If you're looking for something that's quick and easy to make, this is the soup to make. The key to making this soup really good is just nailing the steps and making sure that all of the ingredients come together, as well as the dumplings. Dumplings, when we were growing up, we used to make them by hand, and we'll show you how to make them by hand. And without further ado, let's make the soup. So here we have all our ingredients for the corn soup. On the left, we have our corn. So we cut them into this about 2 inches thick because we do want to have the actual cob in the dish. There's a lot of flavor in the whole cob. I think of it as vegetarian bone marrow, where it'll add a lot of flavor to the stock, and you can also eat around it. You can have a lot of fun with that. So some of the main ingredients that we have are the base, which is onions, green onions, and garlic. That's just how we're gonna start to cook it. Then we're gonna add some spices like curry powder, turmeric, and all-purpose seasoning. We also have a soup stock. This is just gonna help beef up the stock. We also have coconut milk as well as creamed corn. We're also gonna bring in some vegetables like carrots and bell peppers. Now, black kale isn't typical in corn soup, but I really like it. They add a lot of flavor, and I've also seen greens being used like bok choy, spinach, and callaloo, which is classic for Jamaican cuisine. Now, I have a green sauce. I made it myself, I just blended it. But what's inside the green seasoning is green onions, garlic, thyme, and basically all the herbs that we would use regularly in the soup. And scotch bonnet peppers. It's just blended up and it'll bring in more flavor. We're using coconut oil for the top as well as garlic. And for root vegetables, we're using pumpkin, russet potato, yellow yam, and Jamaican sweet potato. Now, Jamaican sweet potato is white and starchier than regular sweet potato, but you can use that as well. Now that we have all our ingredients, we're gonna start by making the soup base. In a large pot, we're adding coconut oil and let that melt. You can also use butter or olive oil instead. Once it's melted, add your onions, garlic, and green onions and let that cook down until tender and fragrant. The green onions should be bright green, but try not to let them blister. Once they're tender, follow that with bell peppers, carrots, and pumpkin. And stir that occasionally until tender and vibrant. Now, the reason why we put in the pumpkins, carrots, and bell peppers is because they have a lot of sugars in them. As it cooks down before any of the stock goes in, it'll add a lot more richness to the stock, and it gives it a lot more flavor. One way of knowing if it's ready to keep going is to keep an eye on the green onions and check to see if they're starting to brown. Now add your green seasoning, or a quick substitute of more garlic and green onions, followed by all the spices. This is also a great time to season with salt and pepper, and mix until well combined and fragrant. One of my favorite things about this dish is that it gets so fragrant. You can smell it from the green sauce, you can smell it from all the herbs, and as you put more ingredients into the soup, it makes the stock so much stronger. Now it's ready to build our stock by adding coconut milk, followed by creamed corn. Follow that with vegetable stock and water. Give that a good stir until well combined, and then we're following that by adding all of the root vegetables. These are sliced around the same size so they all cook around the same time. Now we're going to top it off with sliced corn, followed by fresh thyme and a scotch bonnet pepper. Now the majority of the ingredients are in, we're going to let it bring it up to a boil and then bring it down to simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes just so all the flavors can come together. And in the meantime, we can start making the dumplings. Soup dumplings are one of the highlights of any soup. They soak up the broth, they add a great texture, and they may take a little bit of time to make, but they're definitely worth it. This is a very simplified recipe to make it easier if this is your first time. Here we have the ingredients to make our dumplings. It's super simple. It's flour, salt, water, and then we also have baking powder. Now, what baking powder does is it adds a little bit more softness to the dumpling and helps it absorb a little bit more of the soup. So it gives it a little bit more flavor and a little bit more softness, which is what I really like in the dumpling. Now, what we're gonna do is we're just going to put this all together into a bowl, give it a good mix, and then roll it out and turn it into dumplings. This dumpling version is called a sinker because it's going to sink to the bottom. Now add all your ingredients into a bowl and mix together with a fork. Try to use warm water as it makes the dough a little bit more tender. Once the dough starts to form, you can place it on the table and it's ready to knead. So I'm just gonna knead this dough and roll it out, and if you're having a little bit of issues with the amount of dryness, just add more warm water. The warm water will help with making sure that everything comes together. Keep kneading until everything comes together and all the flour is used, and what you're looking for is a tacky dough that bounces back when you poke at it. and roll it out into about a 1-foot log, and keep in mind that the width of it is going to be the width of the dumpling. And make a slice about 2 inches apart, or enough to make about 10 pieces. Grab a piece and first roll it into a ball. Then once it's tacky, press and fold using the palm of your hand and the fingertips to curl in the dough. And there you go, and then keep repeating until all the dumplings are ready. Now that we have our dumplings, we can start putting it into the soup. These dumplings will take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook, but you can also cook them for much longer. As the longer you cook them, the denser they become, and it's up to you for your favorite texture. We're also going to add the kale and let that simmer, as they take about the same amount of time to cook. And when it's just about ready to serve, remove the thyme and the scotch bonnet pepper. And there you go, a hearty bowl of Jamaican corn soup that's ready for any weekend or any special occasion. Thanks for watching. If you like this, feel free to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe down below for more recipes like this.